Hey, great Tuesday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville. And I'm going to say it's been a crazy kind of night. A lot of things have happened today in the city of Brownsville. A lot of things have happened, mostly with the district that we're going to go over and and discuss a lot of the things that I think that y'all already know that we're going to discuss. Good evening. That's me, the gorgeous one. Love ya. We'll go over a lot of the stuff, and then it's gonna be an interesting night, I'm sure, for many reasons. Joe, how's it going? Sandra, good evening. How's it going? Buenas noches, Jessica, hermosa. ¿Cómo estás? Hermosos los lemumos tachones. Hermosos. Hey, Ruth, how's it going? Lupita, buenas noches. Leah, love you, Jeremiah. Erasmo for Flesh 5. Woo! I've never been as excited about a race as this one, guys. I'm not even joking. Love the shirt color. Thank you. I just threw it on. Why did they sue BISD? We're going to talk about that in a little bit. It's interesting information. And Erasmo, hey, I was waiting for you all day today, bro. Come on over. I'm still here at the office. Stop by and let's have a conversation. I got some shirts for you. Hey, Tony. And I hear someone knocking at the back door. Kimberly! I love Kimberly. How's it going, Kimberly? And I love my smooshy. Smooshy? Smooshy? Kimberly? Is it smooshy? Rihanna? I love my Rihanna. Gracias a you, Mini. Good evening. Allison. I love Allison. I love my Shans family. Good evening. Greetings from Nini, Dark Shadow, and Little Rex. Frank, how you doing tonight?
Good evening, Erasmo. Hello, world. Happy Tuesday to everybody. I got my TVEA questionnaire. I had Mr. Alegria stop by my house, but unfortunately we just missed each other. Received a questionnaire as to some questions regarding BISD and our candidacy. I wish there would have been a forum, but you know, it is what it is. But looking forward to answering these questions and getting this campaign on the go. It's been a busy Tuesday, Erasmo. First and foremost, we want to send our condolences to the Barreda family and our family at Hudson for the loss of our BISD employee. You know, these are times that are very tough. We are in a crucial situation right now, Erasmo, and this election is one like no other. We have administration that is very adamant on having the students and staff return September 29th. Our friend from Hudson, I believe she is the 5th or 6th BISD employee to die from this virus. This is very real. It's unfortunate that we have a board president who at one time said that it was a hoax, that it would go away in 3 to 4 weeks. She said that back in March and April. We are early to mid-September, and we're still dealing with it. So our condolences to Maria Barreda's family, the Hudson family for their loss. We are sharing a GoFundMe page. I ask our friends and family to contribute. Again, these are very trying times. And when we don't have administration, people at leadership on the board at Erasmo that don't adhere to our community's concerns, that is very shocking. We need to hold them accountable. So again, you know, our condolences to the Barreda family. We mourn her loss. It's unfortunate. I would hope that the district would adhere to our concerns a lot more. So it was a very somber Tuesday, Erasmo, getting that news. We also got news about Pace closing shop because of a
Yeah, we'll go into that one in a bit.
positive case. So all in all, we are 2 or 3 weeks away from this 4 weeks of distant learning ending, and we still have administration adamant on returning back to campuses. So it's unfortunate, but that's what we're dealing with, and that is why, Erasmo, this election is very, very important.
Well, I will say, I having been a principal at Hudson, uh, I was principal of the day, and I love everyone out there at Hudson, and I love my staff out there, and you know, it's it's not easy for family, and not easy for our community to continue to lose our individuals that that are the backbone of our district. And again, my heart goes out to everyone out there, and please continue to pray, continue to support through the GoFundMe page to to assist this family in any which way that we can. But I think right now, one of the things that we do need to focus on, even more strenuously, is to focus on the individuals that we have now that are being placed in danger, Frankie, by this administration and this corrupt board that is adamant to continue to bring individuals onto campuses, where we're continuously having to close down campuses, where individuals have tested positive, individuals that not only have dealt with other staff members, but have also dealt with parents and students themselves. So it's a wake-up call. We're not out of the woods, folks. We're not out of the woods. It's not a ya pasó. And I know that a lot of times we tend to be a little bit nonchalant about the numbers and stuff. And I think we start to be desensitized in regards to it. We can't let our guard down. We have to continue to social distance. We have to continue to to carry around all the proper PPE that isn't expired, unlike the district, and hygiene, proper hygiene. But we'll go into a lot of those things. So how's campaigning been going, Frankie?
It's been awesome. Everything
Mushi.
Everything I envisioned and more. The community has welcomed me with open arms. It's very humbling, Erasmo, to not have enough shirts, not have enough cookies, not have enough time. But it's very, very rewarding. It goes to show you that our community wants somebody that they could connect with, somebody that they could entrust with this great responsibility moving forward. It's very amazing, to be honest. I've had so much fun on this campaign trail. I've been part of campaigns before. Never have I myself run, but it's an amazing feeling. I love the rush. I love the warm vibes, the positive vibes that I've been receiving day in and day out. All in all, no complaints, Erasmo. I absolutely love it. Running a campaign is not easy. It's very hard. One, sticking out your neck, you're going to get criticized. You're going to get ridiculed. You're going to be questioned as to why are you worthy of this position. But I love the feeling. I love being on tilt. But more than anything, Erasmo, I love the feeling of having a community behind me. And that's how I feel. Everywhere I go, it's picture, cookie, mask, shirt. What are you doing? Where's the sign? Let's hang out. Let's talk. Well, what are your goals? What are your visions? Nothing but positive vibes. So even though I have my detractors trying to make me fold, I'm not going to bend. I got a whole community behind me, and they don't. My opponents don't have that, and it kills them because they don't come on forums. They rely on signs. They rely on campaign literature. I got a whole community for the city of Brownsville, and that is worth more than gold to me. So everything, Erasmo, for this campaign trail has been amazing, and I've been on a cloud for these past 2-3 months, man. It's been awesome.
Awesome. John Paul Priscilla Mora, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I love Frankie and Cheese. Let me tell y'all, as that I agree with Frankie's sentiments. And let me tell you guys, y'all know that I've run a campaign or two, and I have never in my time felt and experienced the love, the commitment of the community. You know, individuals coming in to be a part of this race. It's just amazing, man. It's just amazing. I'm very, very humbled. I again want to thank everyone for the gifts that I've been receiving, the food. Let me tell you guys, is that I've gotten so much food, and I've shared this before, that I had to get a refrigerator. Daniel, good evening. I had to buy a refrigerator for my office because, goodness gracious, Castro didn't know where to store all that damn food, guys. But thank you. It's a good problem to have, and I love you and I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the shirts and cookies. Have yet to decide whose cookies to eat first. Try Frankie's first because those won't be that good. But once you taste mine, I tell ya, those are the bomb. The bomb. And hey, Alfonso, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Alfonso Esteban. Happy birthday to you. Super is killing the employees. Let me tell you guys, it seems like they don't, for some reason, you know, it really boggles my mind because I want to think like, you know, they're going to start to get it. But the more and more September 29th gets closer, the less and less I think that these individuals completely understand and comprehend what is going through the mind, the heart of our personnel. And, you know, one of the things that someone shared with me today, it's, you know, and I goodness gracious, I am amazed. A lot of the individuals, you know, that I meet up while going to the store, you know, going to get strawberry milk and different things at the shop. Let me tell you, they tell me, Erasmo, how can they understand if they're not from here? They don't understand our people. And I had that conversation with someone today out in the streets. I said, Erasmo, they don't understand our people. They don't understand our culture. They're bringing in individuals from outside. And it's the same situation. We had the conversation at lunchtime, Frankie. They said, you know, and we were talking about the city manager, you know, how he's gotten rid of a lot of the individuals out there and how they've brought in people from the outside. It's the same thing that happens at the district. There seems to be this new wave, this progressive movement of getting individuals in here that are woke. And I'm going to give you one example, guys. One example, and I'll give you one example, Frankie. Have you all seen the sign, the Erasmo Castro Visit Brownsville sign? That is lit. That is awesome. That is amazing. An amazing sign. That sign costs the city of Brownsville $45,000. Just the sign. I'm not talking about the marketing package. The marketing package costs us over $150,000. Okay. They transfer it, they change it for a new marketing thing that is a white board with a heart and like a little one of those echo lines or something. And it looks kind of like nuance, you know, new style. But it's like a progressive sign. While this sign, this one here, has parrots, has jazz festival, has mariachis, has soccer, has palm trees, has resacas, has the zoo, has, I forgot, fishing. It's got even got cycling on there. It's live. It is what Brownsville's all about. But they try to bring in this new progressive little thing that has this little heart and this little type of font. Mine looks 1,000 times better. It does. I'm not even exaggerating or joking. And I paid $86 for it. Well, let me tell you. The same thing happens with the city and with the district. they bring in these people, these young people, these I guess millennial people, this or ex people, I don't know, some people from outside, because people from Austin, people from Edinburgh, they know better than our people in Brownsville. You know, they know what's better. They know what's better. That's why they canceled the parade for our charter schools and for everybody else out here, despite the fact that the spirit of the celebration was unity. They have no regard for our people. They don't care if our people are getting sick or falling prey or losing their lives on campuses. They don't care. They're not their people. We care because they're our people. Our people. And look, guys, if there's, and I'll give you the third example. Look at the people that are running for this race for BISD. You know, you got people running in place two who couldn't answer a question about the district to save their lives. Either one of them. You got my opponent who, I mean, might have done well in a Miss America pageant, you know, where they're expected to give those wonky answers. What is the problem with the United States? Well, South America, peace on earth, goodwill towards man, and the Pope, and Celine Dion, and my heart will go on, and that's my answer. It's not an answer. You don't know because it's not part of your community. And that's the issue with getting individuals that are outside of the community that come inside our community to try and tell us what to do and to try to impose on us policies, rules, and regulations that they don't put their children through. They don't put their family members through. And you know why? Because those are in Edinburgh. Or in the case of the city, those are in Austin. Or in the case of my opponent and at least one of Frankie's opponents, it's somewhere on the French Riviera where they go on vacation every other weekend on their private jets. You have to be able to assimilate, to sympathize, to empathize with our people in order to know what their wants, their angst, their desires are. And I'm sorry, the city manager and his people from Austin, the superintendent and his people from Edinburgh, the opponents that we have running this race are a joke. A joke. And look, guys, I've been very inviting, and Frankie knows this. I've been very inviting to every single candidate out there. Very welcoming. You know why? Because Erasmo has a good heart. Erasmo is awesome. Erasmo is handsome and totally not fat. I open my platform and say, come on, guys, answer the questions. And you know what, folks? If they were to invite me to a forum on their little rinky-dink platform, I'd go. You know, I would go. I'll even answer questionnaires from people that I completely believe that are not going to support us because they already know who they're going to support. But I'll answer your questions. I'll even post my questions on my social media page, which I already did. I posted the questions and I posted my response to the questions on my social media page because I don't give a rat's ass if you claim to have so many individuals out there. I'm going to bet my bottom dollar or Frankie's cookies that I probably got a couple more. So throw all the questions y'all have our way. We will respond. Throw all the caveats best by, oh, let's ask for a criminal background history check. I don't care. My people know Erasmo Castro. My people know what we bring to the table. My people want change. They want something different. They don't want nuances from Edinburgh. They don't want nuances from Austin. They don't want nuances from Paris, from Pola, or from Budapest, or from whatever other countries these rich people travel to every other week. I don't care. Get down in the nitty gritty, down here where the real folk live, and come onto the forums. Show up to the forums, Frankie, maybe, and answer the questions. Answer the questions, because let me tell you, folks, If these people don't do it now, if they don't want to face you or answer your questions now, what makes you think that if elected, they'll be out here answering your questions? Non bitch it up. In the words of the prophet, non bitch it up.
It's easy for Sylvia Atkinson to write down your responses, Ms. Garza. It's easy for a team to respond, to have ample time to think about what words would fit right. It's not easy going on a forum. And my hat's off to Mr. Diaz. At least he showed up. People think, oh, these guys, they just come on TV and it's easy. No, it's very hard. There's a lot of in the works that go to it. Now imagine not knowing what's going to come on a live forum, the questions thrown our way. But that's the beauty of being passionate about something, about studying something, about wanting to be part of a movement, of learning the district in and out. I will go wherever I'm invited. Tomorrow, I'm excited to hang out with Manny and at Real Politics. I will go to any platform that I'm invited to. I don't have the luxury of being Erasmo Castro, of being known throughout the city of Brownsville. Anybody that allows me their time, I will go. And Ms. Garza stated on her statement that was prepared by Sylvia Atkinson that she couldn't make the forum because she had a prior engagement arrangement with I don't know who. So you mean to tell me that a forum in which 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 potential voters, concerned citizens will be watching, that's not important to you? So what is? This Erasmo, this questionnaire, this is going to be perfect for Ms. Garza. She's going to have Sylvia Atkinson writing down for her. I invite you to come on the forum, Ms. Garza. It'll be fun. Show the community what you're about. Again, signs don't vote. Campaign literature won't get you the victory. Relying on blogs ain't going to do it. It is what it is, but we'll see what happens.
So does this mean the kids will not be getting to compete in high school sports this year? No more sport scholarships. Where do you see this getting better? Let me tell you, one of the things that I'd hope, Dave, is for us to push at basketball and football, which are the fall sports, push them over to spring, and start trying to figure out something, maybe a short type of season in the springtime, when hopefully by then we'll be having a vaccine. Although today I read that some of the vaccines that were, that were out there going to start to hit the market have been called back. Again, we're not out of this, folks. We're not out of this. And again, what good is a scholarship? What good is a end of my senior year with a football jersey if you won't have mom and dad to enjoy it, or you won't be here to enjoy it? I don't know. It's a tough call. And again, I feel for my students who, love football, love basketball. And guys, y'all know, I love going to the games. If you guys get elected, which I know you will, please help out Hinotama. I have very blessed campaign. Ya ganamos, Erasmo Frankie, preach. It's amazing to see pictures of BISD children supporting your campaign. Let me tell you guys, and I shared this information with someone today that I spoke with. Students are very woke. They're very al alba. You don't, no los haces tontos. They know that Erasmo Castro cares. They know that Erasmo Castro cares, and they see through Minerva's bull crap, through Philip's crap, through Sylvia's crap. They see through it. And that's why when Erasmo Castro walked into a room, let me tell you, people cheered, people roared, and I very humbled, very, very humbled. And when they walked into a place, ni quien les tirara un mendigo tomate. Good evening, gentlemen. Love you. Good evening, gentlemen. Please, just a reminder, y'all are setting a standard and taking a big game to a tired, outraged public who is craving the righteous leadership. It's hard not to hold your doubly accountable when we are vying for our vote. Please commit to your promises and be the committee. This is your town. Don't take away from it anymore. Let me tell you, Yasmin, what I have promised to you, I will fulfill, and I will be on here every single night and almost every single morning to let you know where we stand on the promises we made. Goodness gracious, Castro. Open up Texas. Preach. I love the way you talk about my beautiful Brownsville, Texas. I love Brownsville. Good evening. How many teachers does BISD have? 6,000. Well, close to 4,000, 3,000 some. We have a total of 6,700 staff members. No le tienen amor a Brownsville because they're not from here, so they don't care. They don't. Remember, if 8 years ago when I suggested the city to color the underpass, the cannon parrots, and the waves, more color around Brownsville, the better, just like the sign, more equals better. So did I miss YBSD is getting sued? Not yet. We're getting there. And as well, there is no sense of direction from the superintendent. Principals are running like campuses. Their campuses at their own will. Some employees are not being given the option to work from home, while others are, and that is the same campuses. Some parent liaisons are not allowed to work from home and are required to do work of others and are allowed to work from home. Really, this needs to change. Part of the problem is there isn't any direction. There's no direction. There's no no captain behind the wheel. It really isn't. And what happens is then you start getting a lot of schools doing things very, very differently. And we'll give you the example of Pace. Pace High School shut down today. Pace High School shut down today because a staff member tested positive, came out positive. And a lot of my staff at Pace found out because we posted it on the page. Because we posted it on the page. And they asked the question, are they planning to shut the school down to disinfect the entire school? You know what the answer was? The answer was no. They're going to clean that little department. That doesn't fix the problem, folks. That doesn't fix the problem. Do we know if the individual was anywhere else on campus? Can the footprints be retraced all the way from the time that the individual got onto campus when they first started to have COVID-19 to the present when the school was shut down? No. Now, didn't Philip Cowan go out there and say that they had these disinfecting machines, 2 per high school? 2 per high school. That's what he said. That all the schools had one and each high school had 2. He said this. It wasn't true. It's not true. You know what they're disinfecting with?
Don't tell me Lysol.
No, hombre. The Hill Country Lysol. The one you buy at Family Dollar. What happened to the $2 million machine with a Clorox 500 liquid? They don't care. But hey, you know what, Frankie? It's the same thing as the N95 mask for our nurses. Sorry. Que se freguen. And I want to say another word, but I can't say it because I'll get in trouble with my church people. Que se freguen. You know? And you know why the deputy superintendent said that? Because she doesn't care. She doesn't care. You know why? Because she's not invested in this community. She's from Edinburgh. How can she care? Why should she care? Should she care that one of our staff members, one of our personnel from Hudson passed away? Should she care? She should. Does she care? She doesn't. Does this superintendent care? He doesn't. They have still yet to address one single death from COVID-19. This board has yet to address one single death from COVID-19. One. Minerva Peña says there was a hoax, that it would disappear in 3 weeks. I want her to go tell that to the Barrera family. I want her to go tell that to the Barrera family. I want her to go tell that to my Hudson family. She doesn't care. All she cares about is getting elected, reelected. That's all that Philip cares about right now, getting elected. Little Eddie, all he cares about is getting elected to prove a point. Doesn't care about our people. Doesn't care about safety. Doesn't care about my folks' lives at all. Not even close.
You would think that with everything that's going on, that they would take action. There is an agenda item, Erasmo, uh, number 2 on the agenda, that they are going to be considering having the fall semester be distant learning. It reads discussion and consideration of possible action on extending virtual distant learning for all BISD students and faculty for the entire 2020 fall semester. It was requested by Minerva Peña and supported by Prisi, Roca Tipton, Eddie Garcia, and Sylvia Atkinson. That's a step in the right direction. We'll see how this goes. Again, it was about time. How many deaths, and I hate to bring this up, but how many deaths have we had within our district? We've had 5, 6 deaths within our district. We have been vocal each and every time of saying it is not right to go back. We have seen how the positive cases have arisen at the Glass Palace, in the finance department, in other areas, custodians throughout the district, when there was a minimal amount of people in these buildings. So this is a step in the right direction. Let's see how they handle this. It was placed on there by Minerva Peña. So let's see how they voted, Asmo.
Well, let me tell you, Frankie, it's a little too late. First of all, it's a little too late because the death of one of our staff, of one of our personnel, is one too many. But with that said, yes, I actually shared the agenda items this morning. Does it necessarily mean that they're going to vote this way? No. Folks, they're already taking steps and measures. They're already tearing our special education kids. They're coming back on the 29th. There's a difference between the wants, the desires of the board. And then there's a difference between the reality of what this administration wants to do or feels that it needs to do. So it's going to be an interesting item to watch. Just don't get your hopes up, folks. Let's wait and see. Again, you have to understand Minerva and Sylvia and little Eddie and Philip, they want to get elected again. Minerva, Sylvia, little Eddie, and Philip, those 4 want to get elected again. Now, why do I mention Sylvia? Frankie? Because she has an opponent in each and every one of these races.
Yep.
She has an opponent in every one of these races. She has someone running. You know who Sylvia's opponent is in my race? You know who Sylvia's opponent is in Carlos Elizondo's race? You know that Minerva is her candidate. And guys, we all know that Denise Garza is her candidate. It's her horse. And she will ride that horse as far as she'll take her. Because she wants her on the board to continue to decimate, to continue to steal, to continue to rob. Denise Garza is related to my opponent. And tomorrow I pick up my open information, public information request, where I will show you the contracts that my opponent and her family and Denise Garza want for themselves tomorrow. And you know what? It's going to cost me $44 because for the first time ever, the district is now starting to charge. But you know what? I'll gladly pay the $44 and I'll get the information. Because it's going to be your choice. You continue to let Sylvia reign on this board through Denise Garza, through Daniela, through Minerva, and through Little Eddie, or you vote in change. It's that simple, folks. It's not complicated. And again, look, without Frankie being here, we'll not even invite Frankie. I challenge Miss Denise Garza to come on here. I'll have a one-to-one with her. Answer the questions. Very simple. I mean, I'm not running in your race. They do not report Cameron County COVID numbers anymore. Only Star and Hidalgo counties. Yeah, it's a mess. It's crazy, but I will not send my children to school due to his medical condition. And parents shouldn't. Parents shouldn't. But again, look, even the item, Frankie, that was placed on the agenda, the item says what? Let's bring students back when? Maybe, possibly, January 2021.
Yeah.
For some reason, I've heard that.
We've been saying that since March.
Somewhere. Someone has been saying this since March. Let's wait till January 2021. Oh, finally, 58 days before the election, Minerva, Little Eddie, and Philip, oh, now they have a change of heart? 57 days before the election? Come on, folks. It's not rocket science, guys. It's very simple. Good evening, Monica Hermosa. Best, better get rid of Patrick Hammonds if they don't want to continue to lose members. Let me tell you guys, with that type of leadership, they're going to continue to lose members. And let me tell you, they wanted to exclude Erasmo Castro from their forum. They got me, baby. They got me good. And you better believe that I am going to speak an earful to each and every one of their members and to mine, because I plan to also share it on my page. Hey, transparency. Isn't that what this board always says? That they're being so transparent and so proactive, and we commend each other. We commend each other. We're so good. We're so good. The only board member right now with any class because of her actions last week, Miss Laura Perez Reyes. And you all know that I've been very critical about Miss Laura Perez Reyes. But let me tell you, what she did last week, phenomenal. Something that this board has not seen for a long, long time. Someone who will stand up to the beast that is Sylvia, Minerva, and Baltasar Salazar. And let me tell you, Baltasar Salazar keeps on digging his own grave. More and more and more, because, you know, we learned today about a lawsuit coming to the district in regards to, inappropriate relationships between teacher and student that the district did nothing about. Nothing about. Baltasar Salazar didn't do anything about. Yet they want to go after a board member for supposedly allegation rumors. No, bitch it up. That lawsuit's coming. Also, we learned that our former superintendent, Dr. Sendejas, has filed a lawsuit against this board. And let me tell you, the superintendent knew about it some weeks ago. didn't inform the board, didn't tell the board. It caught some of them by surprise. And let me tell you, folks, this board and Baltasar Salazar are going to cost our community a pretty penny, all because of Baltasar Salazar playing political games with the livelihood of an individual who served this district. Playing political games. Now they're going to try and flip it and say, oh, bad Dr. Sendejas, bad Dr. Sendejas. Let me tell you, folks, and you'll learn the truth. Dr. Sendejas did the right thing, was very patient with this board, with Baltasar Salazar. And they continue to do to her what they've done to so many people at the district. Screwed them over. While they give their compadres, their buddies, their friends, all these bullcrap jobs, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars that they aren't worth diddly squat at. Look at Drew hired her buddy to be the public information officer who can't even speak Spanish. Can't even speak Spanish. In a 95% Hispanic, 96% Hispanic district, you got a public information officer supposed to market the district that can't speak Spanish. You know what his the pinnacle of his qualifications were, Frankie?
Being Drew's friend?
$90,000 for being Drew's friend. Look, Frankie, does it surprise anyone? We have an architect, Frankie, an architect at the district that we're paying $90,000. Do you see any construction going on at the district?
Nothing.
We closed 3 schools. Do you see a need for an architect? They already said that the fine arts building is on the back burner. But guess what? You know what the number one qualification for the architect was?
Being related to somebody?
Being Philip's friend. Philip hired this architect. $90,000, guys, that could have gone to y'all's raises, to our children's resources. A buddy. $90,000. Again, we got 40,000 students. 40,000 students, and we have 10 top officials. When we had 53,000 students under Dr. Sendejas, we had 5.
Erasmo, that's what you call mismanagement. Again, Dr. Sendejas established a culture of excellence. She had an A district.
Hey!
With minimal amount of individuals at the top. Now we see a reduction of students, but we have more people being given a promotion. That doesn't make sense. That's mismanagement. And going back to the lawsuit very, very quickly, Erasmo, I'm not sure who to place the blame, if that's the board attorney, because the issue in question, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Erasmo, was 21 days. 21 days of back pay that Dr. Sendejas was requesting from BISD. And the one that did not agree to that, or the one that recommended the district not to do so, not to pay Dr. Sendejas those days, was Baltasar Salazar. So in essence, Baltasar Salazar, on his legal recommendation, advised the board not to pay Dr. Sendejas anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000, Erasmo, in that range, give or take. It could possibly be in the middle. he did not give the recommendation to pay Dr. Sendejas what was owed to her, the 21 days in $60,000 to $80,000 range. Well, guess what? There's a lawsuit. And guess what? She's going to ask for the
Tons.
bank and more. And rightfully so. You have a person like Baltasar Salazar who is on his 9th life, so to speak. He has not been actively involved in cases himself. He hires out attorneys, which causes more expense for the district. Erasmo, and what did he come to the district claiming to do? I will save the district money. This district has been mismanaging, has been spending. Back in 2013, when he was promising, he promised the world, I will save BISD money. I don't think he told them about his conviction, though. I think that was left out. But he promised the district to save money. And we have seen how time and time again, year after year, case after case, he's contracting out. Instead of having 2 or 3 attorneys for BISD, we have a multitude of attorneys. So what are we doing? Dishing money out. Dishing money out. That's mismanagement by the board attorney. So again, we have individuals at the leadership position that allow this to happen. And shouts out to Dr. Sendejas for taking this stand in claiming what is rightfully hers. Shouts out to Ms. Laura Perez Reyes for taking a stand. It's not easy. It's not easy going up against that wave. You have Dr. Prissy Roca-Tipton, who doesn't seem like she's gonna be getting rid of Mr. Salazar. It seems like Drew Brown isn't gonna get rid of Salazar. I sure bet my last cookie that Sylvia Atkinson is not gonna get rid of Baltasar Salazar. So now it leads us to question those 2 incumbents, Philip Cowan and Minerva Peña. The ball is on their court, Erasmo. The world will be watching on Thursday. What will they do? Madam Board President requested proof. She is the longest tenured board member. And this was all new to her, what Ms. Laura Perez Reyes was speaking of.
She's a liar.
What's gonna happen, Erasmo, when the proof is in the pudding, when the proof is presented? How will she vote? Mr. Philip Cowan, how will you vote? He has been adamant, Erasmo, of wanting to kick the can down the road. Of let's wait until the next board. But shouldn't he have confidence in himself, Erasmo, of winning this election? Or is he claiming that he won't be here? Dr. Sylvia Atkins is not going to be there. Prissy's up in 2 years.
That depends
Drew,
on
same thing. So again, the community votes for an elected official to make tough decisions. It may not be popular, or in this case, it is popular. But Mr. Philip Cowan, the ball's on your court, sir. How will you be voting? The world is watching. Let's not kick the can down the road for the next board. Let's do it now, because people elected you into office to make those tough decisions, to be decisive and take action. Let's see what happens, guys.
Well, let me tell you, Maria, in regards to our nurses out there, one of the things that our nurses were told was, sorry, we can't get you any N95 masks. Let me tell you, I have been gifted. Well, I haven't been gifted. My nurses have been gifted by Montoya Boys drive-through.
Wow.
100 masks. 100 N95 masks. So I'm going to coordinate with Kevin. Again, Montoya Boys drive-through. Thank you. Some classy folks out there. And we'll be picking up the N95 masks for my nurses, my medical teams out there at the district. And we'll have them here at the office for you to pick up. And again, guys, it's very sad that a district that just voted to provide $5.5 million for PPE and for laptops for hotspots to tell my nurses who are going to be in close contact with all the students, staff, parents, sorry. Hazle como quieras, hazle como puedas. It's very unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate.
But again, that's what we're dealing with. And what are we letting our community know? That nurses aren't important? That, oh, and one thing, Erasmo, you would think that they would be the number one priority because they are the ones that will be dealing with the sick students, the sick teachers. They are on the front lines. And for the district to say, oh, we spend money here, spend money there, spend money there. And the nurses, pues eso no. Again, we have Montoya's drive-through, a small business who's showing BISD how it's done. BISD has $500 million budget and can't make a little bit of room for N95 masks for our nurses. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what you wanted to hear, right? That's very telling, guys.
They did go over a procedure, blah blah blah. All it was talk for them. They don't care. Se robaron la máquina de Lysol, el mendigo Eddie, la Silvia. Look, and look, guys, it's very simple. You look at little Eddie, and you see mini Sylvia, and I say mini because he's so damn short. A mini Sylvia. You look at Denise Garza, you see a Sylvia Atkinson, folks. Look at my opponent. That's a Sylvia Atkinson. Look at Minerva, and goodness gracious. That's another Sylvia Atkinson. And sorry, Philip. You should have gone out from under her shadow. You should have stopped kissing her butt. You should have stopped being afraid of her and stood up to her. That's what you should have done. Like many of us did, despite the fact that she came after us, she came after our families, and we kept on fighting. And we will continue to fight that piece of crap because she has decimated and destroyed the lives of many of our people. She has stolen money from our children, and she has taken away the resources of our staff. Deserves absolutely no pity whatsoever. Erasmo, the chorus doesn't even work, does it? Sorry, guys, that there's a lot of things. Frankly, when was that posted? It's actually been posted for a while. It is on it's on the BISD.us page, but I'll send you a link, Smitty. Send me an inbox. A lost school year can be made up, a lost life never. Amen. They just want the votes. 100%. If a district would get its act together, take a timely decision about extending distance learning through the end of the first semester, it would be so much better for the students and teachers because they would know where they stand, how to make plans. It's just, and Emily's right, guys. And look, guys, and you may say, well, Erasmo's full of himself. If these people had done what I had suggested back in March and said, you know what, let's start planning for distance learning for the whole semester, we would be in a better place right now. We would be in a better place right now. We are not. We're struggling because these people at the last minute, they had no plan. And the plan that they presented was one that they copy-pasted from Houston, Texas. No plan whatsoever. I went back today. I have lung complications. I'm scared to death. And yes, Mr. Castro, they are disinfecting with a bottle and sprayer. There it is. And it does look very weak. It doesn't even smell like bleach. It's like when I was a kid. I've shared this story before. Papa had a vodka bottle under the sink. And I was 14, 15 years old. And I'd get the vodka bottle, take out the vodka, and put water in it. And Papa used to use it for his humidifier. Pues pobre Papa was using the humidifier con pura agua because I had already extracted all the vodka. That's what they're doing at our schools. It's just water with a couple of droplets of bleach. It's not going to protect my people. The best solution, the only solution, is to work from home.
And we already got word, Erasmo, that they already sent Pace an email stating, see you back tomorrow. Again, are we guaranteeing them that it's safe? You were in a rush to send them back home, and now come back. Don't worry about it. There's no leadership, no guidance, no nothing. But hey, it's just a human being's life, right? It's not like anything important. That's how it feels. The district is handling this mess. It's outrageous.
Well, again, Frankie, they don't have a vested interest, Frankie. They have no vested interest. These are not their people. This is not their community. They're from Edinburgh. And what happens when one of my people gets sick? What happens when one of my nurses, my special ed teachers ask for proper PPE? What do they hear? Sorry. Sorry. No, Dr. Cantu, Rene Gutierrez, y'all are sorry. You all are sorry. What about Drew? She hasn't done crap for the district. What a bust. Yeah. Oh my God, call me later. Something so funny happened. I will. Denise is a coward, will not show up. No, she won't. What did Frankie do to be uninvited to your? What did Frankie do to be uninvited to your debate? Oh no, I mean, if she would feel a little bit more comfortable without having an opponent present, I'll have her on, and I'll ask her just normal questions like, why is she Sylvia's puppet? Questions, questions like that. Guys, please. I hope these aren't questions. Let me go fast. Who's saying that our special ed kids will go back at the end of the month? The district. The corrupt board is trying to look good. They want votes. Don't vote for any of the incumbents. So why is BISD getting sued again? Because of mishandling of personnel matters and sexual harassment. BISD. Frankie, it's more than 5 or 6. The board meeting, they announced 15 names of our amazing employees that passed since the last meeting. It's sad. They do not care. They don't. They are always watching, listening to what is being said here on Brother Talk. Yes. And well, they should. I haven't said it yet. Best are going to look like fools. Yeah. What's up with Best, tan locos? Erasmo, is it true that John Chambers has a criminal record? He is running for sheriff. You know anything about that? Uh, Look, guys, I know that he was charged with things, and later it was overturned, and then he tried to get his gun license back, and then that was overturned. It's a legal, complicated mess. Is what it is. And the truth of the matter is, we've been so focused on BISD, on the city stuff, that going into one particular candidate that's not running in the BISD race just drains a little bit. Uh, God bless them. We've invited both candidates to come on the show. Both candidates. We've reached out to Chambers and we've reached out to Mr. Garza. Come on, answer the question. Minerva and Sylvia are like the Carol Baskins to Erasmus Tiger King. That Minerva and Sylvia. Could it be a cover up? She stood up. It's re-election time. Yeah. FNS nos dijeron que solo tenemos que trabajar hasta 31 de diciembre. ¿Qué va a pasar con los días que tenemos acumulados o que nos faltamos? Ya tengo aproximadamente 4 o 5 meses acumulados. ¿No nos los van a pagar o vamos? La respuesta es fácil. Si usted cambia de mesa directiva este 3 de noviembre, si usted se hace parte del proceso y empieza a trabajar las campañas de las personas que no están conectadas con estas personas, usted tendrá nada por qué preocuparse. Usted, ni los choferes, ni nadie. Hey, Kevin, love you. Elementary principals are requesting for teachers to go clean and organize their classrooms this week. If they don't go, then they will throw away anything teachers have in their classrooms. I just don't see why the rush. And Osman Frankie, how are you going to support bus drivers and bus monitors? No one cares about us. Minerva promised. Let me tell you, Elena, and I'll answer this because I answered this on the TVA forum. The problem with the bus drivers are the bus drivers. And listen, the problem with the bus drivers are the bus drivers. Every single time that elections come around, They always support the wrong people. They always support the wrong people, Elena. And I'll show you this. They supported Sylvia. They support Minerva because they're already showing little pictures where they're supporting Minerva. They supported Drew and they supported Prisi. Well, let me tell you, folks. Oh, and they're supporting Philip. Let me tell you, folks. Sylvia had control of the board for the past 2 years. Had complete control of the board for the past 2 years. What have they done, these five, for the bus drivers? They had control. And let me tell you, Elena, part of the problem is the bus drivers, they believe their crap. Se la creen. No, es que la Silvia y la Minerva y el Philip, el little Eddie, they were there. She controlled the board. She could have done anything she wanted. And now they're concerned about their 40-hour week? Didn't they have private meetings with Sylvia, Prisi, Drew, and Minerva? Private meetings. I have the pictures. But they always support the wrong candidates. Always. They'd rather support a candidate that tells them lies than someone that will tell them the truth. You want a 40-hour week? We'll give you a 40-hour week as long as you work a 40-hour week. That's simple. But come on, Elena, you all have to work with all those bus drivers and all those bus monitors and tell them, ya déjense de creerle a las viejas mentirosas, como la Minerva, el Philip, la Silvia, la Prissy, la Drew, and their candidates, or else nothing is going to change. Nothing! So, Elena, please, get these people to vote the right way. Love you, Elena. So is he in the mix o nomás porque son todos lambe esos? Yeah, they're all horrible. My employer has a use of going back to the field conducting face-to-face home business with an age disabled gender, but the BISD board can't make the decision for our children. They can't. It's crazy. Gentlemen, if and when you should win, will you still be able to hold these public forums? Yes, every day. Are there any T rules BISD policy prevent you? No. And let me tell you, a lot of those wonky rules were made up by Sylvia in order to stop me from posting on social media. They tried to stop me. They tried to silence. They had the majority of the votes. They tried to screw me over. Stop eating junk. Can't help myself. I want to know this too. What? Can't even speak Spanish in a district. I know. If this lawsuit related to the teacher and student from Hannah, BISD is going to lose big time. Yes. Yes, it's that same one. The architect did a wonderful rendition of Longoria Elementary if they hadn't closed the school. We don't need a full-time architect. What the hell? Waste of so much money. Los Sendejas was the best. So how many kids did BISD lose this year compared to others? We still don't have the number. I'm going to guess 3,000 to 4,000. He made up 4 high-paying jobs. At least, I would dare say 8 that I can think of. You also need to get the heads of HR out. Yes, because they have been complicit, and I can prove to you, and I will prove to you on Thursday, that the head of HR and Marisela Zarate were complicit with the hiring of not only Baltasar Salazar, but of other individuals that should have never been hired. I'll show you Thursday. Like I said before, BISD was a business. It would have gone broke, and the superintendent would have been fired within the first 100%. Yes, and she should deserve her lawsuit rightfully. Our board is an idiot in its entirety. Yes. According to the inside source, the entire board and superintendent watch you guys show religiously, along with their vendors in a private dance hall north of our city. They rent taxpayer expense. It's crazy. There is no sound. Sorry. Put up the volume. Don't trust Laura. They are playing us with a sympathy game. Pobrecita with no pity. Um, she fought. We don't know how Philip will vote because he is always flip flopping. Man can't take up his mind or anything. He can't someone like that any longer. No, it's only we could protest and watch them walk their way. Tails 100%. We all know our nurses aren't wearing those fashion masks. They're using bought by their own mask money. 100%. Did you already say why BISD is getting sued? Yes. Do the rerun. Just got in. What I miss? Tons. Watch it again. Rerun. Thank you, Erasmo. Oh, thank you. I will let my nurses know. Despite their last minute stand up, do not vote them to stay. All five new must go. Thank you, everyone. Love you. Support Montoya Boys for their generosity to our nurses. 100%. Montoya Boys drive through. God bless them. What happened in Pace today? They closed because of Rona. Robert Reyes, positive case, 100%. Positive for COVID, 100%. Thank you, Montoya's drive through. We appreciate it, 100%. We need the money for their lawyers, 100%. Yes. And they need to make sure that they're always serve Rona kids because they can't wait. Yes. Is he getting sued for a lot of money for former superintendents? Yes. God always help. Yes. Preach. That's too long. Sorry. We're too late. Can't read all of it. Love you. Tio Erasmo, saludos. Came negative today. Yes. Love you, Papa. When you guys win, please don't let all the flip-flopping Phillips and the kissing butt try to come y'all side. Yeah, y'all know me. I don't like that kind of stuff at all. Please clean the house and get qualified people in the right place. I swear. I almost finished. Erasmo, full of himself? I don't think so. I love you, Rocco. If you guys want to create a pandemic policy and establish the protocols, you should all be completely 100%. Yes. Buenas! Late, but here, fellas. Love you, Papa. If the district isn't careful, parents won't send their students and brick and mortar October 25th when PEEMS snapshot hits. Loss of students, loss of cash, 100%. As stressful as all of this is, don't forget to smile. I never. Has anyone dropped out of the race? No, they should. Are they watching you say something about meals being passed out via bus and a few days later they came out with a schedule? Preach! Philip is a disgrace to the Count family and to the community. I agree with you. So a very close friend of mine made a good statement. Everyone said that his race should be good leaders, should be men and women that people look up like a good role model, especially they should have their personal life finances together because at the end, how can you run a city if your life is a mess? Nothing will change. It starts with you. We like you. Mom is plenty. I'm voting for you. Yes! Fred made a statement, but it caught my attention. Love you, Denise. Love your mom too. Send her my love. How do you clean HR? As you just fire them, you make everyone reapply for their position. Everyone. Hired family members. Yes! Tell them you're stress eating.
I'm always doing that.
Can I attend the board meeting and speak when they... Yes! Who's Robert Reyes? Someone. Well, we'll buy you blooms and mops to keep the ugly away. Preach! We want our money back. Samuel, give back the money! Taco Tuesday. Love you. Yes! Frankie, last words.
You know, it was a tough Tuesday. Tough Tuesday. Got word that Pace closed down because of a positive case. Then got word that a BISD employee at Hudson passed away because of COVID. And then now I just got word that faculty at Pace got an email stating, see you tomorrow morning. There's no compassion. There's no thought process going into this. Our SPED teachers, they have a lot on their plate. They had to fill out a survey for the parents so they can make accommodations. While they're doing that, they still have their contingency plans that they have to do for the kids within these next 2 weeks that they have their deadlines. And again, this is all going back to not realizing that they have a lot on their plate, and leadership is just stacking everything on them. And hey, you better hurry up. You better hurry up. We need to have more compassion. Our teachers are going through a lot. We are going through a pandemic. Leadership thinks that they're lazy, that they don't want to work. But we throw on the work on them and say, hey, figure it out. We don't pay them above market value. This election, guys, is going to be one like no other. We got a question from an FNS employee worried about not having a job. Our special needs department has a lot at stake for this election. It's very important for us to have individuals on that board that will have the community's best interests, will have the safety of our students and staff as our number one priority. This leadership has failed us. Together, guys, together, we will bring the positive change that BISD needs. I'm so excited for this upcoming election. Thank you so much for your love, your patience, your words of encouragement. I am proud to say that we as a community, we will do great things. The day starts October 13th, and victory for us will be November 3rd, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much, guys. You guys have a good night. Erasmo Castro tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You guys be safe out there, guys.
Guys, have a great evening. Stay safe. Guys, continue to protect each other. If anyone has any needs, be good to each other. And as for president, I agree. Guys, tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow, I still have window decals. I've got the No Me Shut Up stickers. I've got the No More Crumb stickers. Please stop by and pick them up. Guys, I love this campaign so much. And I love you all. Thank you all so much for being very, very good to me. Guys, please continue to be good to each other and please continue to be good to me. God bless.